Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cheat Seats Gaming. I am Scott, and today we're back at it again with MLB Power Pros 2008 and your Jacksonville Pelicans. Today we wrap up a 4-game series with the Kansas City Royals, and then we head home. Our first out-of-division opponent will be the Tampa Bay Rays, and today's Saturday, so it's doubleheader Saturday. So that means we'll get to see the Rays in the second half of this doubleheader, which, like the other doubleheaders, we'll record on a separate video. You can check them both out. For now, we'll deal with this last game here at Kansas City. The trade pending banner is back. We have another trade pending. It is trade season, folks, so we're going to start making these trades. It's just the way the game works. We'll start allowing trades at cheaper cost. I don't want to get too much into that, how that works. Maybe perhaps that's something for another video. We'll see. Back to the top of the rotation, and he will get the start. And it is second base and right field's turn to rest. Markakis will not be resting, so we can forget that altogether. Oviedo will take his normal day off, and we'll put Martin in to play second base. I don't know what to do with Velarde. He's just not in a spot where I would want him, and I don't really have anybody else up here unless I skip Oviedo and just put Martin back in. Nah. Alright, so Velarde will just get the extra day off since he's in the worst condition you can get. We'll start Barnwell today as French is in better condition, but Barnwell gets a scheduled day off on the second half of this doubleheader. So we'll go with this lineup. Luke Hoshaver back on the mound again. I don't know what Kansas City's thinking. I think he started yesterday. So I guess they have no fresh arms. He's going to get tired in a hurry, so we'll see if we can pick on him and put a couple on the board before Kansas City decides that starting was a bad idea. So here's Martin filling in for Velarde, who's not in the greatest of conditions. Slashed foul down to the left field line. It's strike one to Martin. And Hoshaver misses downstairs. It's 1-1. Ground ball. It's right at Pena. And there's one away. And that'll bring up Tankersley. And a strike on the corner. Another one on the ground. Pena. I adjusted the way I was swinging the bat. And that'll bring up Markakis, and it seemed to be working. But a couple of ground outs there. We'll have to make another minor adjustment. Ball 2 to Markakis. And strike 1. Strike 2 to Markakis. And down the left field line, is it going to make it? No, it's off the wall. Tian will field. Markakis rounds first, and he's in with a loud double-A. Just missed his first home run as a Pelican. Good opposite field power, man. That thing just a laser beam. Certainly didn't get very high in the air, but we'll take it. And we'll see if Smitherman can drive him in. Oh, it's a pop-up behind short. Pena can't make the play. He dropped it. And Markakis will score on an RBI. I'm not sure how they scored it. We'll see on the box score if it was a hit or not. But Smitherman drives one in, and that'll bring up Nolan with 2 away. And up the middle. Oh, it gets through. We're going to hold Smitherman right there. So a 2-out little soft grounder up the middle. And here's Siebel with a chance to increase the lead. Oh, on the ground to third, Gordon. And that'll do it. We get one across, and it looks like they gave Pena the error. So an unearned run to no RBI, but we still take the lead, 1-0. As we take a look at the defense here behind Key. And we'll take our normal warm-up tosses before we face the top of the order and David DeJesus. All right, now I'll bring up DeJesus to face Key. And a strike from Key. Just missed ball one. On the corner, strike two. And Nolan will field the little grounder. There's one away. And that'll bring up Grutzlonic. On the ground is short. Oh, Martin right through his legs. Oh, so an E6 in Velarde's absence. That's not good. And now Grutzlonic is aboard. And here's Tien, and he was waiting for the curveball. They're going to, oh, and now Tankersley boots one. And they're sitting on that curveball. We're not going to be able to throw it. And we'll see if Key can work out of trouble. And 1-1 to Guillen. Strike two. Got away with a mistake pitch. Well, they can't sit on everything here. That's not fair. Oh, and Martin got to it. Sometimes you just got to throw your best pitch. And I know they're waiting for it, but what are you going to do? Come on, squeezing the life out of me here. Swing and a miss by Butler, strike one. Fouled back to the screen, strike two. Oh my goodness gracious. Swing and a miss, strike three. Key gets out of it. Boy, how many pitches were borderline? We didn't even get one of them. That was ridiculous. So way more pitches than I wanted to throw. Myers will lead off for us here in the second against Hochaver. And Myers is a mistake pitch. Hit it a little bit too well, and right at the Jesus, there's one away. And that'll bring up Oviedo. Another mistake pitch, Oviedo rifles it the other way. That'll be a base hit. So now there's one on and one out. That'll bring up Barnwell. Let's see if he makes another one. That figures. I was waiting for it, so of course he's not going to throw it. Inside, ball one. On the ground to short, Pena, Grutzlonic. Oh, just beating it out was Barnwell. Now turn their lineup over. Here's Martin. When you're ready for it, it won't happen. 1-2 to Martin. Misses upstairs, counts level at 2. Ball 3, 3-2. Barnwell will probably be running on the pitch. And grounded the other way, and Gordon right at him. And that'll end the inning. So Gordon will lead off, followed by Glode and Buck, bottom 2. Tied at 1 here in Kansas City. Yeah, it threw 17 pitches. That's way more than I wanted to throw in that inning. So strike one to Gordon. Strike two to Gordon. Oh my goodness. Just seems like it's one of those. I'm just going to get him strike one, strike two. And they're just going to put the bat on the ball. Strike one to Glode. Strike two to Glode. He wanted to hit it. He was going to have to go fishing for it. Strike three, got another way with another mistake pitch. So there's 2 away. That'll bring up John Buck. And oh my goodness gracious, man, they're doing just enough. I figure as I break his bat, it's still a base hit. And I'll bring up Pena. I don't even know how to pitch to these guys. And on the ground, the second, Martin will go to second. Oviedo will try and turn it, but just wasn't hit hard enough, and that'll bring up the Jesus. Oh, they can't be sitting on everything, for crying out loud, every pitch. These are the frustrating games where you just can't throw anything up there because it's like the computer just knows what's coming and they'll just sit on it. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll retire the side. So I don't even know how to pitch these guys because the computer just seems to be sitting on every pitch that I pick. We'll just try and hold them down the best we can. Tied at 1, top 3. And that'll bring up Tankersley. That was not a good pitch to swing at. There's one away. That'll bring up Markakis. Doubled off the left field wall. Markakis deep to center. That one is going to be gone. A long home run for Nick Markakis. His first as a Pelican. And he destroys it to straightaway center. His third of the year. And that'll give Jacksonville a 2-1 lead. As he absolutely blasts this ball into orbit. And that's what he's there for, to hit long home runs just like that. And Jacksonville takes the lead. It's now 2-1. And Hochevar starting to show some signs of fatigue as Smitherman looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Oh, I just missed it. Just didn't get back fast enough. Still 0-2 to Smitherman. And that one's going to be pounded into left field, a base hit for Smitherman. So now it'll bring up Nolan with 1 out and a runner on. And Smitherman's not going anywhere. Oh, the ball gets by Buck. And Smitherman will move up to second. So now a runner in scoring position for Nolan. And that one misses inside. It's 2-1. 3-1 to Nolan. And now Hochevar's toast. Full count to Nolan. And into right field, Guillen is there. Smitherman tags. We'll see if he can get to third. The throw is offline, and Smitherman's in there. And that's going to be it for Hochevar. That'll bring in Peralta. And that'll bring up Siebel with a chance to drive in or on. And Siebel into left field. There's a base hit. Smitherman will come home. An RBI single for Siebel. And it's 3-1 Pelicans. And that'll bring up Myers. And there goes Siebel. Will try and get himself a base. And he's going to be out by a mile. Just didn't get a good jump. So the home run from Markakis and the RBI single from Siebel. It's 3-1 Pelicans. And it'll be T and Guillen Butler for the Royals here in the third to face Key. And we'll see what we can start throwing these guys in what count. And that was the right pitch as he grounds it to Martin. And there's one away. And that'll bring up Jose Guillen. Was sitting on the curveball. They're not letting me sneak it by the first pitch either. And that's a home run for Guillen off Key. This is really annoying when they start taking away every pitch. I mean, the computer can take the game can take away a pitch, but when they start taking away every single one, that's ridiculous. See, he's all over it. But we've been down this road before with the way the game plays. And strike 3, Key retires the batter in a strikeout, and that'll bring up Gordon. Strike one to Gordon. And he's following the fastball. Bouncer to short. Martin has to wait for it. And that'll retire the side, but Guillen picks on a pitch I should have never thrown. That'll bring up Myers, Oviedo, and Barnwell here in the fourth. And up the middle, a base hit for Myers. And the leadoff man is on here for the Pelicans in the fourth. And that'll bring up Oviedo. Too much of it. That's a good bunt. We'll see if... All right, so they ignored Myers going to second. So now it'll bring up Barnwell with a runner on. And we'll see if we get a hit here to drive him in. No, get back. All right, well. Here's Martin. We'll try it with Martin now. Strike one from Peralta. And I'll retire the side. Glode, Buck, Pena due up in the bottom of the fourth for Kansas City. Jacksonville with a 3-2 lead. And Glode pops one up. You see where he was swinging? They're anticipating me throwing the curveball. And that's just the game taking the pitch away. And it's just really annoying when the game does that, because that just, especially when you have a pitcher that has a really good breaking pitch, you can't even throw it. And that's into right field, a base hit. And then the game does stuff like that where they'll ignore it for a pitch. All right, so maybe I can get it over on the first, but I'm not going to be able to get away with it trying to get these guys out. Fastball. Oh, good play by Nolan, but nobody's covering. And there's two away. Good jumping catch by Nolan. And that'll bring up to Jesus. On the ground to second. Oh, great play. Can we get him? Oh, come on. I wasn't going to get the Jesus going to first. Trying to tag second base and get Buck was my only choice. Here comes Martin. And that'll end the inning as he gets Gruzalonic. So a lot happening in that inning. But no runs across for Kansas City. Still 3-2 Pelicans. Tankersley, Markakis, Smitherman all coming to bat. And here's Peralta, Tankersley to face Peralta. And Peralta throws a strike. In the dirt, it's 3-1 to Tankersley. And the count goes full. And on the ground to short, Pena will retire Tankersley. Here's Markakis, who's 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, man. I thought I had another one. I just caught it on top. And here's Smitherman as Peralta starts to retire. Uh-oh, now he's hurt. And you'd think they'd take him out of the game for elbow pain. We'll see what happens. Yep, that'll be it for Peralta, as the Royals would go to the bullpen, and we'll get Joaquin Soria. And here's Soria now to Smitherman with a 1-1 count. And Smitherman to center field. De Jesus had a beat on it the whole time. And that'll do it for Jacksonville in the fifth. T and Guillen Butler due up. Then the Kansas City fifth. 3-2 Pelicans. And here's Tian to face Key, who's up to 54 pitches. He should be fine. And popped. Key, I guess, will go get it himself since Smitherman went to the base. And there's one away. That'll bring up Jose Guillen. And a strike from Key. And on the ground, the first, where they're going to have to hurry to get him. Oh, man, that was interesting. That was an adventure. Nolan fields it. Key got over just in time. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Billy Butler. On the ground to short. Martin will take care of Butler. A 1-2-3 inning for Key as we roll along to the 6th. Nolan Siebel Myers for Jacksonville up a run. And here's Nolan, who's 1 for 2. Oh, I wanted that pitch too. All right, base hit for Nolan. I thought for a minute Pena was going to get to it, but Nolan hit it pretty hard. So a leadoff base hit for Nolan. That'll bring up Siebel. And a line drive, base hit into left center. Tien will throw it in, and now it's first and second with nobody out, and that'll bring up Myers. And he'll lay a bunt down the third base line. Let's see if Nolan can get there to third. They take a look. Oh, Myers is safe. Oh, Gordon hesitated, and Myers beat it out. And now you got bases loaded with Oviedo. 0-2 to Oviedo. And strike 3. Picked every corner against me on that bat. And that'll bring up Barnwell. Oh boy, he's hitting every corner. And hangs that one high. It's ball 1. And Barnwell into center field. The base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a second. And that run will score. 2 RBI single for Barnwell as Myers moves to third. It's 5-2 Pelicans. Back to the top of the lineup for Martin, and we'll see if we can do some more damage here. Strike 2 to Martin. Oh, and Myers pops one up behind the plate, and Buck will retire him. And that'll bring up Tankersley with 2 on. Joss missed ball 1. Strike on the corner, 1-1 to Tankersley. In the dirt, the ball gets away from Buck. I'm going to hold everybody. There's no way we're going to score on that. So it's 2-1, and now Peralta's starting to tire a bit. And, oh, on the ground, but right at Gordon. And that'll do it. But we push across 2 more. 5-2 Pelicans as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Gordon, Glow, and Buck due up for the Kansas City Royals in the 6th. And Key looks like he's still okay. Well, I don't know how many it feels like every borderline pitch has gone against us. On the ground to short. Martin takes care of Gordon. There's 1 away here in the 6th. And I'll bring up Ross Glode. And on the ground. Oh, come on, Oviedo. Off his glove. It'll be a base hit for Glode. And now Key's starting to get tired. I don't want to leave him in. They've been sitting on his stuff, so let's get him out of there. Let me fill out my spreadsheet. 63 pitches for Key. And he pitched 5 1/3. All right. So now we'll go to the bullpen. We'll go with Emmanuel here in the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Jacksonville, number 60, Emmanuel.
All right, so here's Emmanuel. He'll face Buck, who's 2 for 2. And there goes the runner. We won't get him. What? I pressed first base. I'm telling you guys, I pushed right. I don't know how that ball ended up at second. Pena up the middle, the tag of the runner, and now we get the right base. So after the blunder, Oviedo will tag the runner out, then throw the ball over to first. The 4-4-3 double play. We get out of the inning. No harm, no foul. Up 3, top 7. Markakis, Smitherman, Nolan. And it sounds like he will face a new pitcher as Yabuta will come in the game. So Yabuta will face Markakis, who's 2 for 3, has a home run and a double. And Yabuta misses down low, 1-0. And inside, ball 2 to Markakis. Finds the strike zone, it's 2-1. And Markakis deep into right center field again. Does it have enough? It does, it's gone! Another solo shot from Nick Markakis to center field. His second of the game, his 4th of the season, and that'll give Jacksonville a 6-2 lead. And this is what I envisioned when I traded for Markakis. Lots and lots of power. As Smither will ground to short. There's 1 away. And it's really awesome having a middle of the lineup presence to be able to just hit one over the fence every once in a while. Or once in whenever I feel like it. And here's Nolan. And that's on the ground to second. Grzelcyk will take care of Nolan. There's 2 away, and that'll bring up Siebel. Oh, a little tapper. It gets past Yabuta. Oh, and a good play by Pena to just get Siebel. So I'll do it for Jacksonville in the 7th. Another home run from Markakis gives Jacksonville a 6-2 lead. De Jesus, Grzelcyk, Tien coming up here in the bottom of the 7th for the Royals. And we're going to leave Emmanuel in the game for now. He only threw a couple pitches. On the ground, hammered just foul by De Jesus. It's 0-2. Strike 3, good pitch from Emmanuel. Down goes De Jesus. And that'll bring up Grzelcyk. Be nice if we can get Emmanuel through this inning. And strike 2 to Grzelcyk. And that'll save Stratton a little bit. On the ground, the second, right at Oviedo. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Tien. Ooh, and a miss from Emmanuel, but it's out of the zone, ball 1. Tien into center field. Tankersley makes the catch. And a good job by Emmanuel to get out of the inning without giving up a hit. 6-2 Jacksonville as we go to the top of the 8th, and it'll be Myers to lead it off against Yabuta. And up the middle, oh, good play by Grzelcyk, takes a hit away. And here's Oviedo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Outside, ball 1 from Yabuta. Just misses the inside corner, it's 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1 to Oviedo. And down into right field, a base hit for Oviedo. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Barnwell. And strike 1 to Barnwell. Barnwell is 1 for 3. Had the RBI base hit his last time up. Oh, this will be a double play. Pena, Grzelcyk. And that's a double play. That'll end the inning. So after the base hit, the Pelicans are retired. Bottom 8. Guillen, Butler, Gordon due up in the 8th. Pelicans up 4. And we'll stick with Emmanuel at least for this batter. And up the middle, that's a base hit for Guillen as he leads off the inning. And a good pitch from Emmanuel. Curveball hits the corner. Oh no, a double out. It's going to be down the line. Butler will probably have himself 2. And now Emmanuel's got himself into trouble. It's the 8th, right? Let me see. It's the 8th, right? I'm trying to save the higher leverage guys with a 4-run lead. So we'll see if Eldridge can kind of wiggle out of it here a little bit before we start going to Stratton and Ray. And here's Gordon. And Gordon deep to center. That's going to get over Tankersley's head. And we can't put a stopper on it. And that's a 2-out double, 2-run double for Gordon. And Joey Gathright will come in. It's now the lead's down to 2. And now we're going to have to go to the bullpen since we can't hold it down. And now we'll bring in Chris Ray, who's done a good job since coming over. And he'll have to see what he can do to keep Kansas City from scoring any more runs. And I'll have to face Ross Glode first. Foul ball. Oh, come on. They're all over everything. Glode, another home run. He stuck a dagger in us a couple of games ago. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me with this. So Kansas City, we allow them to come back again. The bullpen woes are real, people. The bullpen just blows lead after lead after lead. And a strike from Ray. Ground ball, another one to second, Oviedo. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up to Jesus. On the ground to short, Martin. And that'll do it. So the bullpen gives it up again late in the game. 4 spot for Kansas City in the 8th. It's tied at 6 going to the 9th. Esteban Herman will come into play 3rd. And we got the top of the order and Martin Tankersley and Markakis. And a line drive base hit for Martin into left center field. And that'll bring up Tankersley, who's 0 for 4. And he's not allowed to swing the bat, being 0 for 4. And that'll move the runner up, and that'll bring up Markakis. And he'll look at strike 1. Come on, throw me something to hit. Oh, that wasn't it. Go, Martin, go. Nope, that was dumb. Well, we saw this story in the first game that we played in this series. We had a huge lead. Kansas City came back and won the ball game. On the ground to 3rd, Smitherman. There's 1 away. And that'll bring up Tian. Strike from Ray to Tian. Ground ball to 1st. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Jose Guillen. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Guillen. Little tapper back to the mound. Ray will take care of it. And that'll do it for Kansas City. We go to extra innings for the 2nd time in the series. Top 10, Smitherman, Nolan Siebel coming to bat. Tied at 6. And Yabuta is still tiring. And he delivers a strike to Smitherman. And that one misses downstairs. It's 1-2, or 1-1. And a strike, it's 1-2. Missing outside, it's 2-2. Oh, and Smitherman pops it into right. And there's 1 away, and that'll bring up Nolan. Inside, ball 2 to Nolan. Strike 2 to Nolan. It's 2-2. And Nolan, oh, just missed. And it's just a lazy fly ball to the left. I thought I had it. And that's going to be all for Yabuta.
Your attention, please. Now,
And that'll bring up Siebel.
number 41, Jimmy Gobble.
And a strike from Gobble to Siebel. It's 0-1. And Siebel will muscle one out into left field. It's a base hit. So 1 on and 2 out. That'll bring up Myers. And he'll pop that one into center field. That's another base hit. 2 on, 2 out for Jacksonville. And here's Oviedo. We'll see if he can drive in Siebel here. Oh, I just didn't get it over to the... I got a little anxious. Butler, Herman, Glode due up here in the bottom of the 10th. And I don't want Ray to just get exhausted here, so...
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Jacksonville, number 66.
See if Mello can give us a couple innings if need be. There's Billy Butler. Strike 1 for Mello. Strike 2 for Mello. And a fly ball into left. Myers will make the play. There's 1 away. And that'll bring up Herman. And a strike for Mello, 0-1. On the ground to third. Smitherman's gonna have to hurry. Oh, just doesn't have a strong enough arm, and Herman's pretty fast, so that was really deep in the hole. There goes the runner, Barnwell. Oh, gets him. Good throw from Barnwell to cut down Herman. And now we'll just concentrate on getting the hitter. And that one's foul down the left field line. It's 1-1 to Ross Glode. Glode fouls it back. It's 1-2. Oh, just past Nolan. And Markakis will field it, but not before. Glode's got himself a double. And that'll bring up Buck. Got the ground ball, but he snuck it just inside the line as Mello tries to wiggle out of it. Strike 3, he gets him swinging. So Mello gets out of a little bit of a jam here, and we'll go to the top of the 11th. Barnwell, Martin, Tankersley due up for Jacksonville with the score still tied at 6. And here's Barnwell. Into center field, a little bit too much of it. And that'll turn the lineup over. Here's Martin. 1-0 to Martin. 2-0. And I got impatient again. There's 2 out. Here's Tankersley, who's 0 for 5. Can you tell I'm impatient? Pena de Jesus Grutzalon coming up here in the bottom of the 11th. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Pena down in strikes. My lack of discipline. No plate discipline. Down low to De Jesus, it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I'm glad he was all over it. Down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Boy, did he sit that one hard. Little low liner, little screamer, and he's got himself a double. And Kansas City's got one on, one out. And here's Grudzielanek. And we'll try and get DeJesus at home. Oh, nope, they're going to hold him up. And we still have a chance here with Tien up the bat. That one's on the ground. Oh, it just missed. Just missed outside of third base. This one on the ground. We got to turn two. Nope, I threw it to the wrong base. I don't even know if we would have turned two. Martin had to go to his right. He doesn't have a good arm, and neither does Oviedo, so who the heck knows? We might not have turned that double play anyway. Anyway, another heartbreaker. This mirrors the first game of the series here against Kansas City. We were just had an enormous lead going into the late innings and just absolutely blew it. The relief pitching this year has just not been good. They've blown so many leads. It's got to get better. And there's the flub. Jimmy Gobble is your winning pitcher, and we'll take a look at the box score. Kansas City wins the game 7-6. Despite the 2 home runs from Markakis, Kansas City gets 2 of their own. Ian and Galode in that 8th inning to tie the ball game. He did it to us again. I can't remember if it was Galode or Buck in the first game of the series, but if it was Galode, he did it again. Jimmy Gobble's your winner, his 2nd one of the year, and Mello takes the loss. He is 0-3. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, for checking out the channel. If you like the content, definitely give me a big thumbs up on that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, turn notifications on. Would love to have some subscribers. Last time I checked, I had 19. I was trying to push for 20. We almost got there. So be my 20th subscriber, pretty please. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks again, guys, for tuning it in. I am Scott for Cheat Seems Gaming, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.